Hello and welcome everyone to First Red Tech. I hope all of you are doing very good and in your very best shape. So apparently Google has started working again with respect to Google Card. So this project was there before, ultimately got shut down due to some unknown reasons, and have revived again in 2020. So that's a good sign, and we will talk definitely with respect to each and every details that are there. By the way, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. That really helps me to get motivated and make more and more tech videos like this. Also, please comment in this video what next tech topics you want me to talk about, and also please like and share this video. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, first things first, what exactly is a Google Card? So Google Card is a debit card offering from Google. So unlike Apple Card, which works in a credit-based system, Google Card works in a debit-based system. So users need to fund that with some money, and then the transactional and the withdrawal rights will be enabled. So yes, users will be able to withdraw money from this account and deposit into other bank's account. So this project was started in the year 2013 when Google started working as an extension of their old Google Wallet app and wanted to integrate Google Card with their wallet app. But it never saw the light of its day and was finally shut down in 2016 until recently when TechCrunch released this article that in 2020 Google really started working on the debit card. Okay, coming to the features of this card, there will be two different cards as I told before, physical and a virtual. Both of them will have different card numbers. So now why different card numbers? It is because suppose you lose the physical card. So that time you will be able to use your Google card in a virtual form. So that virtual card will anyway will be there, and you can anyway block the physical card and request a new card from the app. And if you lose the virtual account or somehow the virtual card number gets leaked, there is anyway option to reproduce a new virtual card number and block the previous one. So there will be two different card numbers. So this card will work in the Visa network, so Visa support will be there, and the account will be FDIC insured account. So FDIC support is already there. And definitely there is no point of not mentioning that GPay integration with the virtual debit card and the physical debit card will be there. So both the cards will be integrated with the Google's financing app, that is a Google Pay. So that integration will be there, and I think that that this integration and this offering from Google, if it at all comes right, that will take the Google Pay app in a new height and enable Google's reach in new financial domains and new financial sectors. Because currently the Google Pay is more of a peer-to-peer money transferring system where one peer transfers some amount of money into another, and it's more of a traditional and conventional system. So with the integration of Google Card into GPay, definitely it's a plus point, and Google will definitely integrate that. Coming to the physical aspects of the physical card, so the physical card will come with the name of the card holder, the card number, and the card will be co-branded with Google and the partnering bank. Now Google will be partnering with several banks, and currently they have partnered with Citibank and Stanford Federal Credit Union Bank. So these are the two banks with which Google have partnered. Google will utilize their financial infrastructure for the payments to be made. So this is the news, but exact specifications, exact color and exact small technical details of the card is not yet out. It's still work in progress, but the card being chip enabled definitely will work in a wireless fashion, and there will be certain limits up to which the wireless transaction can be made. Okay, coming to the menu aspects, right? The one of the highlighted points of this card is to increase the control and provide a greater level of transparency. So one user will be able to do each and everything that is associated with the account, that is associated with the card. They will have each and every control, what they want, what they don't want. So few of the controls and or few of the customizations one can do is to turn on and off the contactless payments. You can also lock the physical card. Suppose your card gets stolen and you want to lock that, you want to request that, that also is possible. So you can order a new replacement card also. So lock UFO account. The meaning of this is you have if you have selected this, right, both the virtual and the physical accounts will be getting logged. So there is also option to reset the card number. So in case of any leaks or any tampering of the card with respect to the card number, you can definitely go ahead and reset that and generate a new one for your use. There is also option to add money and to get through the account details and several privacy options. So connected accounts are also there. I believe with this connected accounts, right, you can connect several other Google card which belongs to your maybe kids or your parents, and you can manage them. You can manage the limit. You can manage the specifications of those cards. Now, time for a little market research and some fun facts. Did you know that Apple actually has a market share of 5% with respect to entire volume of transactions that happens daily? Yeah, that's a huge number, and if you consider the number of market players with respect to financial bodies that are there, right? This 5% is actually a great number, and Google also wants to play in that space. Google also wants a share of that. So they are not. I don't think that they are looking back further. They want this to be as soon as possible. And to be very frank, considering the amount of data that Google has with respect to all the individuals, right? We all are users of Google. We all have mostly Gmail and Google accounts. We all have access to maps. So the amount of data which Google have collected to each and every individuals, I think they can do wonders with that data. So they can push customized ad campaigns, they can push customized banners, they can provide customized coupon codes, and each and every offering they can do. I mean, to give you a small example, suppose you want to buy a shoe. So you go to the Nike website and you did not end up buying since there was no sale going on. It happens, right? So Google maybe after 2 days may have noticed that you did not end up buying. So they may be giving you a coupon code that 5% off or 10% off and potentially convert you from a non-buyer to a buyer. So this much data Google has with respect to all of us, and they can definitely use this data to make more and more customized campaigns. Now coming back to the validity of the truth and the existence of the Google Card and the Google Card project, let me be very frank that this leak, whatever we have seen today, right? So this has been leaked by a Google employee itself, and that person really works in Google. So when TechCrunch asked Google that whether they are working in a Google Card or not, they did not deny that. In fact, they acknowledged that they are working, and they are currently in a pursuit to identify few of the world's largest banks and want to work with them to use their financial infrastructure so that their payment gateway can be integrated with Google's GPay app. So that's the latest news. This is legit, guys, and this is a work in progress. With respect to the potential future plans and the time of delivery, let me be very clear that there is no concrete evidence with respect to when it will be getting launched. I mean, this is a project that's just started, and it will take its own due course of time. I don't think before 8 months to around 10, 12 months, we will be hearing anything concrete from Google. So with respect to the future plans and potential future developments, I think Google will play very smart here. They're very intelligent, and I think they will be starting to develop their own financial infrastructure. So currently they are using the support of the other financial banks, other infrastructures they are using from other third-party banks to make their payment gateway stable. But one day will come when they will be using their own infrastructure and using their own gateway to process the payments. So that way they don't have to split the entire revenue with respect to other banks. So that is a potential work item which Google may consider. So that's all for today. I hope you liked today's video. Let me know in the comment section what more tech topics you want me to cover, and please subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. So with that being said, take care. Bye bye.